Alright, my name is Ryver, and I am your Intersectional Astrologer. I want to take a couple of minutes here to talk to you about intersectionality. Intersectionality is a lens of thinking and a cause that is very near and dear to my heart. I've talked a bit about it in my blog posts and referenced it in my daily divinations, but I have yet to take the time to really talk to you about why intersectional astrology is my passion, is my work, and is my offering to the world. Intersectionality, in its simplest terms, is a lens of political analysis that looks at multiple axes of experience. When we talk about these multiple axes of experience, typically we are talking about a person's experience of power, privilege, and alternatively oppression or disenfranchisement in the society. The reason that I think this is important in our metaphysical work, whether we're astrologers, Reiki masters, or diviners of some nature, is that astrology, particularly evolutionary astrology, and even things like Buddhist thought, which I am a devout practitioner, they present a very difficult question, one that I began asking myself as a teenager. If reincarnation is real, and we experience cycles of lifetimes coming back to master our lessons and to evolve our spirit to a certain condition or a certain essence, then is it my karma, then, to experience oppression? Is it our karma as people of color, as queer people, as a woman, as an indigenous person, to experience oppression? And I believe absolutely that the answer to that question is no. Systematic and state-run or sponsored oppression is not one's karma to experience. However, I think it may be our karma to help our society work through it. So as the sun's setting here and I have to leave this park, I want to just say a few quick words about intersectionality and why it can be so powerful. Intersectional astrology, for me, is something that I've come to over time and quite by accident. I've been a political activist since I was a young person, and that work has taken many different forms. I have also been deeply enamored and in love with astrology. The way in which you can come to understand yourself better leads to self-empowerment that I think no other system of thought can quite provide to another person. And so combining this intersectionality with astrology for me means that when I look at my own chart or another person's chart, I will look at the evolutionary dynamic that is presented or unfolding in that person as presented in their chart. And I might ask, what are you here to do? What work was left unfinished in another lifetime? What is your spirit looking to accomplish in this life? But I don't think we can stop there. Intersectionality, in my view of intersectional astrology, goes a step further, and it says, okay, if this is your spiritual work, now we'll use the humanistic astrology or psychological astrology to understand what type of makeup did you come in with to help you carry out this work. But we'll take that a step further even, and we'll ask, as you live in this society, what type of access to power do you have to work with your Mars, to work with your Sun, to aim towards those long-term Saturnian accomplishments? Do you have a society that supports you to carry out this work? Is your work to change society? And how does that change the way that I as an astrologer, or we as astrologers, read the evolutionary imprint in a chart, or the psychological imprint in a chart? For me, it meant that as a young queer activist coming to understand karma and things like right livelihood, I became acutely aware of the fact that my Aquarius moon, for instance, isn't there to make me suffer or feel alienated, and it's not just some symbol that represents my queerness. My Aquarius moon gives me the ability to understand, to deeply feel and reflect upon what it's like to feel alienated, to be an outsider so that I can have more compassion in my work as an activist, which is another thing you might expect with a strong Aquarius or Uranian signature. So this quick video is just to outline a bit of my initial thoughts about intersectionality. I'm working on a lengthy article outlining more of my experience as an astrologer, as an intersectional activist, and how I see the two coming together for the benefit not just of astrological enthusiasts and our clients as practitioners, but for the world as a whole. This video is also a call to any of you who may feel inspired or touched or curious about this work to please reach out. I really can't do it alone. If you are passionate about research, if you are excited about talking with other people, if you want to share your chart and your story and be part of the journey of building this intersectional work, reach out to me. I would love to hear from you and to meet you. You can find contact information down below. Feel free to visit my website. I'll put the link down below. That's psycheandsouleastrology.com, or email me at bear@psycheandsouleastrology.com. It seems that everybody is getting up and off the hill now, so I've got to go. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for liking and sharing and subscribing wherever the buttons live, and for all of your support. Much love and many blessings to you on your endeavors.